Hey guys, Sean again, Custom Offsets TV on YouTube. Got another one of these vehicle spotlights for you. GMC Sierra 2015 just finished up a 9-inch McGaughys lift, some 14 wides and some 37's. Let's go.
Trucks decked out, roll it through the wood and it flexed out. Rims so big in the windows black, got the knob all lit up, double chromed out stacks. Yeah, we love to get them dirty, but still they so clean. Custom Offsets team stands as a team, we on top of it now. We ain't never gonna fade, so you better get ready for taking over the game.
So if you look in here, Mario, you're gonna see, actually we can probably look from the front, it's easiest to see that McGaughys lift. So that's a 7 to 9 inch, and then we've got it set at 9 inch. You can see the angles still aren't that terrible considering it's such a huge lift on a 1500. So crank that up to 9 inches, and then back here you can see the rest of that lift. It's got the compression struts on the back. It's just a really clean, badass looking lift kit that's got all the bells and whistles and just a really cool style to it. So with that 9 inches of lift, then he went with the hostile sprockets in the matte black, and these are gonna be 22 by 14 -76. Looks like I'm out of hundos, you guys are gonna have to settle for a 50. And that is a pretty good size lip. It's a 14 wide, and you're running right around 7.5 inches of lip. So, decent. I've been pushing Hostile a little bit to see if they can get that lip size a little bigger. But what that does by having that out a little bit is it sinks these spike lug nuts in a little bit, and then they're doing the smaller caps. So spike lug nuts look really cool coming out of that wheel. And then you can see we got a fancy valve stem cap to match the front grille, which we'll check out in a little bit. So that's a 22 by 14 Hostile Sprocket -76, and then it's gonna be wrapped in the 37 13.5. So you have a 13.5 wide on that 14 wide. Gives you a little bit of tire stretch, but nothing too terrible. Remember, those Atturos run a little bit narrow, and that's what's causing that little bit of extra stretch compared to your typical 13.5 wide. But that actually helped him when it came to fitment, because that keeps the tire height down a little bit. And then what we had to do for trimming was just taking the bottom of this factory flare off of here. Just took that off, and it's just plastic, and now it's just the metal is there, and then the liner, so there's nothing exposed. And then up front in the bumper, just had to take a little bit of the corner of the bumper off, and it already had the lower valence removed. Otherwise that would have had to be trimmed too. And then we clear coat over that just to prevent any corrosion or anything. So that's pretty much it. In the back here for suspension, it's got the additional Atturo, which is part of the McGaughys 7 to 9 inch. So that keeps the whole truck level. And you can see she sits pretty good with that 9 inches back, or in front, in the Atturo in the back. We can work our way from the front. It's got quite a few other tricks. Just finished installing the Royalty Core grill. You can see he had that custom painted with an orange insert for the wire mesh. And then he's got some cubes down where his tow hooks would be. And what appears to be a small finch or something. We'll probably have to get that out of there for him. And then you can see he's got the window visors, front and back, like a 50% tint on the front windows. And then it looks like he darkened the backs also. I would say that's down to like 5%, probably put a 5% over the factory 20. And the same thing for the back windows, she's blackened right out. And you'll see it's got the side steps. We believe that to be a part of the Texas edition. So this is GMC Sierra 1500, but it's the Texas edition, which gives you a couple additional goodies on it. And then back here, you'll see it's got the access tonneau cover. Sits pretty low. the vinyl roll up. And then of course the Borla exhaust, which is a true manifold back dual straight pipe exhaust, which sounds badass. It sounds really good. And then we can go around this way, Mario, take a little peek inside. And this is a true crew cab, so you have the full-size back seat and everything. And she's all optioned out with some custom leather with blue stitching. It's got the Predator in the headrests. Just a really clean, optioned out Sierra 1500 interior. So beautiful truck, turned out awesome. Love the fitment of it, love the sprockets on there. That matte black and the spike lug nuts just pop, and the valve stem cap matched up with the grill. We're super happy with how it turned out. These guys came all the way from Minnesota. Just spent a couple nights in a hotel so we could build it up for them. So don't be afraid to come visit us. We've got people actually coming from all over the country. I think we got a group coming from West Virginia or something like that in the next couple weeks. So you should be able to catch them. I think they're gonna vlog their whole trip. So that's another Spotlight 2015 GMC Sierra on a 9-inch McGaughys with some 14 wides and some 37 12.5, 13.5s. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you share, tell your friends about us. Peace.